I was standing outside the dressing room, holding a pair of jeans I'd finally decided to buy. Dark wash, high-waisted, the kind I'd been hunting for all month. My mum plucked them from my hands without asking, smiling like it was nothing. "I'll just try them on first," she said, as if slipping into my choices was the most natural thing in the world. I watched her disappear behind the curtain. For a few minutes, there was the sound of denim tugging, a faint grunt, then a sigh. When she stepped out, the jeans clung awkwardly, not quite zipping the way they should. She looked at me, her brows lifting just a little. "Do the jeans fit you like they fit me?" she asked, her voice light, but not innocent. It sounded casual, almost like curiosity, but I knew what she meant. If they were too tight on her, surely they'd be too tight on me. What she didn't realise, or maybe didn't want to, was that we didn't have the same body anymore. We weren't in the same season of life. In that moment, it hit me. This wasn't really about jeans. It was about something quieter, older, a kind of competition that I didn't agree to. But here we were, right in the middle of it. In most families, a mother and daughter are expected to be allies, a bond built on care, guidance, and love. But sometimes that bond quietly twists into something far more complicated: competition. It often begins subtly. Small comparisons, quiet judgments, questions about who's prettier, slimmer, more accomplished, more admired. A daughter steps into adulthood, while a mother, consciously or not, notices her own youth slipping away. This shift can spark jealousy, resentment, or even a sense of betrayal. It's rarely about vanity alone. It's about identity. A mother who once defined herself by beauty may feel a loss when her daughter draws the same kind of attention she once did. A daughter who spent years seeking approval may suddenly feel trapped in a contest she never asked to enter. Mother-daughter competition often hides under politeness. Compliments that cut, advice that feels like criticism, jokes that sting. A quiet tug-of-war for status, in the family, in social circles, or simply in each other's eyes. This dynamic isn't born of hatred. It often comes from fear. Fear of being replaced, forgotten, or losing relevance in a world that prizes youth, beauty, and possibility. But it doesn't have to stay that way. When both mother and daughter recognize what's happening, rivalry can transform into celebration. One generation honoring the next, while the next honors the one before it. Because the truth is, neither loses by letting the other shine. When mothers turn daughters into rivals, even unintentionally, the cost runs deep. What may seem like harmless teasing or comparison can leave a wound that never fully heals. Daughters learn to question themselves, to measure their worth against the very person who was supposed to feel safest. They may grow up believing that love is conditional, that success is a threat, that there's never enough room for both to shine. The bond, that unique, irreplaceable bond, begins to crack. Some daughters pull away to protect themselves. Others stay close, but shrink, forever trying not to outshine or upset. Most mothers don't mean harm. Sometimes it's fear of aging, of being left behind, of losing an identity that once brought pride. But when competition replaces connection, everyone loses. A daughter who feels she must win against her mother no longer feels safe with her, and a mother who feels she must keep up stops celebrating her. If you're a mother, consider this. Your daughter is not your rival. She is your legacy, your continuation, your proof that what you built lives on in the world. When you celebrate her without envy, you teach her how to love herself. When you compete with her, you teach her to doubt, and those lessons last a lifetime for both of you. Celebrate her, and you both rise. Compete with her, and you both lose. Psychologists have long noted the unique tension in mother-daughter relationships. They're often described as mirrored identities. A daughter is both her own person and a living reminder of her mother's younger self. As daughters grow, especially in areas where their mothers once excelled, like beauty, relationships, or professional achievement, rivalry can emerge. Often, it's not conscious. As sometimes, parents see children as extensions of themselves. Early successes feel shared, until a daughter's independence begins to feel like a threat, as though she's outshining her mother instead of carrying her forward. Culture plays a role too. Society pits women against one another, tying worth to youth, beauty, and desirability. A mother, now on the other side of society's admiration, may unconsciously compete with her daughter for validation, even while loving her deeply. And daughters aren't immune. Some feel they must outdo their mothers to prove independence. Better grades, better jobs, better marriages, turning natural growth into an invisible scoreboard neither ever wanted. The good news: awareness changes everything. Many therapists recommend reframing the relationship, not as hierarchy or competition, but as legacy. A daughter's beauty, intelligence, or success isn't a threat to her mother's worth. It's evidence of it. When both generations understand that identity isn't a limited resource, rivalry loses its power. Love, respect, and shared pride take its place. So, have you ever felt like you were quietly in competition with your mother or daughter? What did that feel like for you? If you're a mother, have you ever noticed moments of jealousy toward your daughter? How did you handle it? If you're a daughter, did you ever feel like your achievements or appearance upset your mother instead of making her proud? Let us know in the comments and we'll revisit them later. Thank you for watching The Woman Philosopher.